Hello guys, this is Eric Day from ACS Learning Hub. Welcome back to my channel. And today is 2025, 15th of July. Right, yep, you should see a blank screen right now. Okay, so tentatively, yep, I'm setting up. Okay. Right. Yes, I'm actually now. Let me check if everything goes well. Okay. Well, for my TikTok. Okay, my TikTok. Yes. Okay, my TikTok is going live as well. Okay. So I just need to turn on some of the settings so that all of you can see me and hear me clearly. Correct? All right. Yes. Today is 15th of July. Yes. Let me check. Is it 15th of July? All right. And good morning, Bradley. Thank you for coming in. Seems like there's some delay, huh? Okay, guys, are you ready? I guess most of you are ready by now. Okay, right. I guess everything it should be good right now, and pretty good to go. Ready? Yep. Hi, be happy. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. I hope right now, okay, by now I think everybody should see me. Okay. Right. Okay. It should be good now. Hi, Bill. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. Right. And okay, we are ready. We are ready. Good to go. Okay, good to go now. All right. So I guess some of you can see me over here. Rightfully, everybody should see me, huh? Okay. Yep. All right. Hi guys, this is Eric Day from ACS Learning Hub. Okay, be happy. Nice to see you. Wow, really? Okay, and Amok, right? Or Amok. All right. Anyway, thank you for coming in. Be happy. Who is this? Be happy. Do I know you? In person, I mean. All right. I think we should be good, right? Of course. Oh, really? Okay. Cause right, so many nicknames out there. Oh man. Okay. Yep. And I'm back here. Okay, today. All right. Let's start off. With some analysis. All right. Okay. Yep. Thank you so much for coming in with me over here. And I am pretty new to TikTok. All right, so I'm also trying to figure out, okay, the TikTok. Yeah, not sure how to do it, right? Anyway, yeah. So well, I'm trying to see how is it like, you know. Okay, so let's check it out. First of all, when I come in here, I will be analyzing what is my reading for today, okay, from the London market onwards. All right, so yesterday, we are talking about the pound dollar key level as 134.50, correct? 134.500. So nice, okay. After it breaks into it, there's a pullback here to form a lower highs, as I say, in H4, H1. Then after that, it start to comes back here. Then it start to break through, and now it's actually going downwards. All right, we still have a bit of space down there because actually my target is actually looking at 133.800, 133.800. All right, so yes, it's about 133.800, and now still there are still plenty to go. So I'm still trying to see if there's good chance, but today there seems like a little bullish structure. All right, okay. Hi Peter Yuan, nice to see you here. All right, so I'm pretty new in TikTok. So I hope to have your support here. All right. All right, so now I'm here to analyze what's going. I'm going to trade. All right. First of all, today there are some viewers from yesterday actually asked me to introduce myself. Right. I'm Eric. All right. I run ACS Learning Hub, and from here in the social media, I think people are not stranger to me or to you. All right. Over YouTube, over Facebook. Okay. So TikTok is pretty new to me. Very, I would say. All right, it's very new. Okay, so over at this point here, all right, I will be analyzing out pound dollar, the gold, the BTC, the XRP, and also the ETH. All right, so for all this, I will analyze out what are the key levels and what are the possible price that they are going to, so that it gives everybody a guide on how to trade, where to enter, and where to exit. All right. Hi, nice to see you. All right, and leader Coco, right? Okay. Okay, I'm pretty lousy in pronouncing names. Okay, so yeah, just pardon me, correct me if I'm wrong. All right. Okay. So over here, first of all, we shall start off with our pound dollar. All right, our pound dollar. Yes, in terms of pound dollar, all right, in terms of pound dollar, okay, yesterday we were talking about 134.500. That is the key levels that we should be paying attention to. So nicely touches, and it got rejected up to form a lower highs, as we can see from H4. Okay, the trend is actually a bear trend, correct? It's actually a bear trend, and from the bear trend, all right, then we are actually looking for selling. So yesterday a little pullback, and then we are actually watching out for the selling to take out the wicks here again, where there are the liquidity, and also the very good liquidity over here. It has not been filled yet, so still high chance in looking for selling. All right. Okay, so over at this point here, okay, what we are going to look at, okay, is that look out for the key levels first for the pound dollar. Well, as for today, same thing. As we can see, pound dollar is actually in the bear, correct? Okay, it's in the bear, but we have a little bit of a structure that actually going to bring up the price, which is going to have another pullback. Well, today, as we can look at it, it's actually we are still in the Asia range. Am I right? So it seems like we a little bit tough. And moreover, today we have CPI in the afternoon, so we have to pay attention to that. That is really very important. Okay, all right. So yes, at the moment, by looking into H4, okay, into H4, well, selling, well, yes, the selling is there. So right now we still have a little bit of maybe short-term reversal to about 134.90, maybe 134.20. Let's move down to a lower time frame. Okay, then over here I will be looking into 134.800. Okay, today. Okay, that may be one of the key levels that we are going to look out for. All right, 134.800, which is around here. Okay, as we can see, this is where the last swing over here, the last highs. Okay, so this is where I will be paying attention to. All right, then let me remove this line first, and because I think to make it clearer. Okay, so over here, all right, and okay, so right now over at this point here, all right, so we are currently at this level, correct? Okay, so seems like it's actually going sideways into this level of 134.236. Okay, 134.236. So it's about there that this is where I will see the support zone. Okay, as we can see from H4, all right, this level into this area here, the support zone here, and this is the area that it may start to support, and to see if whether it will hold to try to break above 134.800. Okay, so from here, okay, today looking at this 134, okay, I will say that 134.800 is my so-called my key levels. Okay, but then again is that this level will be looking into more for the selling. Okay, more for the sellers. And over at this point here, all right, over at this point here, if we are going to sell, okay, over here, I think we either we need to break that support level, okay, which is over here, all right. If not, then we probably have to wait for a higher price to go. Okay, so at the moment, okay, right, so over here, what we are actually trying to achieve is to see where is the main key level for selling. I will say that 134.800 over here, okay, that may be one area. All right, if not, we should be looking slightly, let me move this away first, and probably 134 to 134.8, okay, to 134.6, down to 134.6 is around there. Okay, so it's around this area here. Okay, so this is also a possible area. All right, 134.6. But I would say that a better and a more promising selling area, I would say that is about 134.8. All right, 134.8. I think that should be a good selling area. All right, and from the 134.8, probably we should be looking out down to 134 or 133.800. Okay, so it should be around here. All right, so that is there's still quite a pretty good area, good space for us to take some profit over here. All right, however, if the price, okay, if the price is going to hold above 134.800, okay, let's say 134.850, okay, let's say it breaks above this resistance, all right, then highly likely, okay, to see another buy will be coming in. All right, so for this buy, all right, this time around, I think it should be achieving not a lot, okay, not really that much, I would say, okay, but it is still not a good time to go for a buying because the whole trend is actually in the selling. All right, so for buyers, okay, I will say, okay, I will say that it's good to buy at around 133.85, which is around here, which is the support level around here. Okay, and this is where buyers should be looking out for. Why is that so? Is because, okay, looking into H4, right, we are going to sweep this. Okay, we're going to sweep this liquidity, so I'm going to take this down, then after that the bounce back. So very likely, the movement is going to be like for my expectation, my plans here is to take this down. Then after that, we should be looking out for this level. Okay, we should be looking out for this level. So likely the plan is going to be this way as for the buyers. All right. As for the sellers, all right. As for the sellers, let's go down to H1. For the sellers, I will suggest about 134.6 to 134.8, which means, all right, the current price movement, it should be moving towards this price and into this area from here. Okay, about 134.6 to 134.8, then we should be looking down into say 13400 maybe over here, looking down into this area 13400. All right, just play safe, all right. I mean it should continue to take 133.809 or 133.800 around there. Okay, so but just to play safe, I will just place it around this support level. Okay, all right. Yep. So this is one. Okay, this is one area that I'm looking out for the pound dollar. All right. So the plan over here, these are the areas that are actually is more promising, I would say. Okay. Then over at this point here, these are the plans. So right now you see we're actually being supported around this area, is actually hovering, consolidating. Am I right? Okay. Yeah. So I will be looking out into this area. Okay. Let's say, what if it breaks above? Okay. 134.800. What if? Okay. Then I'll be looking into maybe. Yeah. I think the maximum probable area that we'll be looking into, maybe say, this level 135.1. Okay, this level. All right, if this is going to break above 135.1, okay, let me check in H4. All right, 135.1. Yeah, this is the level. All right, so this is the level that they may maximum, maybe it will be going up to this level. All right, yeah. So from here, okay, actually from here we can see that this will be the high for the pullback over here. Yeah, and over at this point here, hi Kenny, nice to see you here. All right, so from here we are going to pull back. If it breaks above 148, 135.1 will be another testing. It can go even higher, but this level is not easy to break. All right, as we can see, there's a resistance level here. Okay, so that may form another market structure for the selling. So we have to wait patiently today. All right, moreover, today we have CPI. Correct, we have CPI. So let's wait for a little while. Okay. And that is for the plan. That's the plan for the pound dollar. Okay, right. So yeah, wow, now TikTok live. Yes, extending. I have to follow the follow the market. Am I right? Yeah. Okay, anyway, it's a fun thing, but I'm still very new to it. So raw, like sashimi. Okay. Okay, so next to go, let's take a look at the goal. All right, I think yesterday we have a very good one. Okay, as for the goal, yesterday we were actually talking about 33.42 as a key levels as well. So 33.42, and today, right, looks like we are going to move this a little bit lower. All right, sorry. Okay, yeah. Over here. As for the goal wise, 33.72, not lower, about maybe higher. All right, let's see. This is going to be something over here, like I'm looking at the bearish correction, 33.72, which is this level. All right, 33.72. All right, so you can see this is where I'm looking at. All right, so 33.72. Yeah, there is the 33.72 area. Yeah. Slightly. Okay. around here, as you can see. Well, now when we look at this will actually be the area as a key level for a short-term bearish correction. As we can see over from the swing down here, okay, we don't have to look so far away because the main point is from here down to here, and we are forming the structure, okay, a buying structure to recover as high as this level. Okay, so 33.72, one good resistance up there. And also, all right, if we are going to buy, likely we are going to see 33.72, okay, as our main resistance level. All right, then where are we supposed to buy if I'm going to take this level? Of course, right now this is not the right level, this is not the correct level to buy. Okay, well, the low, let's say, if the price is going for some corrections, okay, selling into like say 33.6 right now to 33.65, okay, so likely to see about 33.20, let me see, 33.20 over here. All right, 33.24 down to this level, okay, into this level, about 33.21 here. Okay, so this is for the sellers. If we are not breaking 33.72 and forming another selling opportunity, we should be looking out for 33.21, okay, to collect the profits, or maybe even lower, say, sorry, even higher, say 33.60, or perhaps. Okay, so this have to take a look, huh? But tentatively, if we're to sell, okay, 33.60 zone, okay, which is now around this area, all right, we should be looking into 33.20. That's the max. 33.42 over here, like here, 33.42, which is the support level here. All right, this will be one target, but this will be the lowest target for the selling right now if this is not breaking above. Okay, right. So but for buyers, so on the other side, buyers should be looking about 33.40, all right, to 33.42, which is a support level here. Okay, then we are going to look out for prices for 33.72. Okay, so for example, let me put this here as this area. Let's say 33.42, okay, as a key level here. If this is selling right now, okay, from this 33.72, all right, 33.72 around here, okay, then we are looking into 33.42 as the first target we are looking at. Then after that, it should be continue to go lower to 33.21, okay, but don't hope for more, because, okay, I would say that this is only a correction. Okay, so short term wise, it's a bearish correction, still possible to sell. But for buyers, then you have to be very patient for the price to come down to 33.30 to 33.42 or 33.40 to 33.21, this whole area here. If it pops up to be a buying, then 33.72 will be the target. Okay, so what is bearish correction? Okay, the bearish correction, that means right now, as we can see, it's actually on the buying side. It's actually bullish. For the gold, it's actually bullish right now. It's just that there's some resistance, okay, created. So they're bound to have some up and downs. So right now, it should be coming down for a while. It's so-called a pullback, okay? Yeah, so sorry, okay, simple term, pullback. Then again, today, we have CPI, okay? If the price is going to break above 33.72 over here, all right, then we will see it will trigger a bullish continuation, okay, as high as 33.98. All right, so this could be the price that they are looking out for. Okay, yeah, so we can take note of this. All right, take note of all this so that we know what to do with that. So for now, buyers have to be very, very patient. You don't buy at the high near to the resistance. You should always buy as low as low as near to the support. Okay, where the support level is actually here. All right. So that is for the goal. And the next thing that we are going to take a look. Let's see. BTC. I think we have a very good roller coaster. Okay. for roller coaster, I'm sorry. Okay. For the BTC, okay, currently is running at around 116899 to 117. Am I right? Okay, so around there, huh? All right. So key resistance that we can actually looking at is about 121. Okay, the rejections over here. Okay, let me shift this. So it's around here, 121. Correct. Oh, sorry, it's about 122. Okay. All right. So around this area here, huh? Let me see. Point to H1. When I point to H1, okay, 122. Okay. So this is one level. Okay, we are looking at. Then over at this area here. Okay. So we can see that actually for the BTC. The key level I'm looking at is about 116800. Okay, 116800. All right. So this is the level 116800 about here. Okay. So it's around here. As you can see, it's all the support level. Correct? Yeah. The BTC is going to pull back. Okay. Let's see. All right, let me analyze this out first. Okay, so if this is going to break 116800, all right, then likely, okay, we should be looking out a very good pullback, I would say, to 114. Okay, around here. So it should be around here, 114. Yeah. Okay, about 114. Then again is that, you know, for entry for this, we should be looking at about 119. Okay, should be looking at some bounce to 119. Then after that, it will start to break through these key levels to search for 114. Okay, yeah. Will 114 be actually a good one? I would say this will be the lowest. Okay, if we are going to sell at about 119, then 117 around this area to take back this area, it should be 117 here. However, it all depends on current hours, okay, current situation, whether will this support be formed up, then it bounce back to 119. Okay, 119, maybe. Let me see, over here. All right, about 119, 800, 119, 100, 119, 500, 119. Okay, about 119. All right, about 119, 900. About 119, 900. This will be a good price for selling. Okay, for the seller. Okay, for the sellers, same thing. BTC right now we are in the bull trend, correct? So wait for it to pull. It should be a buying. Then once it hits 119, 800 to 900 around this price because of this level, all right, then we should be looking out to pull back into 117, all right, or even if it's going to break below, okay, it should be looking for about 114. Yeah, about 114. All right, so it should be looking about 114. Okay, all right, this is the level that I'm looking out for. All right, so this is the area. So this is for the sellers in Bitcoin. If you are going to have a short trend or short-term trading, okay, then this is what we are looking out for. Okay, all right, but of course, what if this is going to break below? Then this will continue the selling to about 117 to 117. Sorry, not 117. It's about 114. Okay, so we are looking into this 114. As for the buyers, all right, for buyers like for example myself, okay, because for BTC in cryptocurrency, I will take it as like an assets, like an assets buying. All right, so it's like a share. So I will be going for long term. So in this case, okay, right, if I'm a buyer, okay, I will be looking out more on much more lower, all right. So I should be selling down through, okay, around maybe say 116, around 11, currently it's 116, am I right? 117 to bounce, but then again is that there may be a good chance to hit the 114. So I will want to see if 114, all right, will that be a good chance or any buying signal for me before I will go for a buy to pump in more, okay, then to take as high as maybe say 119, all right. So this is the range for the buyers and the sellers. Either you wait for this to come up here to sell, or you hit here to buy, all right. Okay, so right now if the BTC is holding above 116,800, buyers may step in, okay, buyers may step in, all right. Okay, yeah, now from the chart shows still in bull trend, yes, generally for the BTC is still in the bull trend, all right, still in the bull trend. That currently over here, all right, I would say the change of character not very clear yet. I would say it's not very obvious yet. That is the reason why I am actually still holding within this area and not looking for any ATH for now. All right. So currently, I think we have CPI later on. So I think it's good to wait for the CPI to be over before we actually go into any BTC trading. It will be safer that way. All right, for me. Okay, that's for me. All right. Okay, so yep, that's for the BTC. Okay, how about the XRP? Well, XRP, we are very happy yesterday. Mostly, most of us actually have XRP and BTC with us, right? LTC. Okay, so let's talk in the crypto, but the XRP is the one that we are focusing on. So in terms of the XRP, well, today in terms of technical, okay, but we know that in terms of XRP trading currently, I'm not very comfortable in terms of using the technical yet, but I will still use technical to talk about it for a little while. All right, so resistance is around 3, okay, from here as we can see. All right, then moving downwards to take the low as we expected from yesterday reading 2.8. So it actually touches 281, correct? 281 to 282. So yesterday all the reading also successfully 100% hit nicely. All right, so right now probably we are going to experience some pullback as well. Okay, so we can see there are some pullbacks, okay, over at this point here, this level. Okay, so the resistance has actually formed up and started to swing down. A lower high has created. Is it going to create another lower high over here? All right, today as for XRP, yesterday we were all asking, I mean the day before we were all asking, well, with this boom up, they're bound to have some selling because there are people who realize their profits. Am I right? Okay, probably. Okay, and anyway, so basing on this short-term correction, likely if the 8282 is going to hold, then the bullish correction, okay, over here, then we are going to see some buying back if this 282 is going to hold. Okay, but what if 282 is not holding? All right, so let's move this key level to 282, which we are going to focus very much on this. Okay, 282 around here. Okay, as we can see, if this 282 is not going to hold and it's going to break through, well, I guess we are going to look out for around 268, this level. All right, this level here. Okay, let me check. Yep. All right, so this is the support level that we are looking out for. So it's about 268. Okay, 2679. Let's put it in 268. Okay, so likely if this is going to break, the key level is going to break, then we are going to see a pullback down to 268. Right, 268, that is a possible one. Okay, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if anyone who is actually very keen in short-term trading, and for the day trade for the cryptocurrency. Okay, but in any way, okay, I will just point out a few points for the day traders, right? For the buyers, okay, for the buyers, 282 to about 285, I think definitely, okay, is still be a good price. If this is going to hold above, then we should be looking about 295 to 3, okay, which is this level. We are going to test these highs and to see if we are going for another ATH. Okay, so that is for the buyers. So right now, if this is going to hold as a lower highs and test into the support as to form a support level into these 282 key levels here, then we are going to see a very high possibility to take 295 to 3. Yeah, 295 to 3. Yeah, it's around there. Okay, yeah. So by looking into this is for the buyers. All right, so let's see. As for the sellers wise, okay, as we can see, it's bouncing now, and let's say it breaks through. Okay, let's say it breaks through this area, then of course we are going to look out for 267. All right, for the sellers, 267 or no, but then again is that this 267 a bit low, huh? it may not happen today. Okay, probably one more day. Okay, I will say so. All right, so it's a little bit, I mean, it's possible. When I look at it, it is so tempting for me to do to have a short over here. Okay, a temporary short-term trade selling for this XRP. But however, to have a proper selling for the seller then have to wait. Seller have to wait for the price to test into this resistance level. Okay, then conservatively we are going to take back. Okay, we are going to take back this level here first, about 286 to 282, around this level, 286 to 282. Okay, all right, so this may be the level. If we are going to break even lower, then same thing, we are going to take 267. So the key point here, all right, the key point here, 282 will be the decision making level. All right, I would say, okay, for me, right, if this is going to hold above 282, I'm going to buy. Okay, I'm going to put in more, okay, to acquire more XRP. Then this will be the one that actually we are looking out to continue the buying. All right, so this is one. And also then if this 282 is not going to hold, all right, if 282 is not going to hold, then unfortunately I guess we are going to pull back lower down to about 267. Okay, so but of course anyone is looking into XRP, do we have any Ripple community over here, like me myself? Okay, all right, so yeah, of course I would like to see it will hold above 282 and then continue to go for the buying to break higher than 3 and creating, all right, to create another ATH. I'm looking at 585, yes, correct. All right, 585. All right, that's for the XRP. Okay, so let's move on to ETH. Okay, let's move on to ETH. Yes, we have many channels over here. I'm live streaming across different platforms at the same time. Okay, so yep, and let's look at the ETH. Okay, let's look at ETH. Well, for ETH, currently we can see that from a lower time frame, we are actually going on a higher low, correct? Higher lows, and now finally testing into this level here. This level here, Okay. So For ETH, 30.45 will be one key levels that we are looking out for. All right, if this is going to hold below the 30.45, then likely we are going to see price is going lower. Okay, like over this area here is actually holding lower than 30.45, but what if it's actually holding above? All right, let's say it breaks above. Okay, then likely we are going to see about, yesterday I was talking about 3.2. Okay, so it's not happening yet, but today the highest, I think there will be a possibility that it can go up to 3001. Okay, 3001, 3150. So as for the low, if this is going to push even lower, all right, to break this 29, maybe 2950 over here. Okay, as we can see this level here, 2950. All right, then I will say there will be a good chance 2836 will be the key. All right, this will be the low that they are looking out for. Okay, yeah, so in this case we have a key level over at this point here to look out for the selling down into 2836 if you are a day trader. Then likely we will see that this is going to be the decision making level. All right, where the price is around 2,950. Okay, 2,950. All right, so if this is going to break below, high chance that we are going to take 2836. All right, 2836. Okay, so selling from 2950 down to 2836. Not a lot, very short term. Why am I looking at this range is because of the candle here. All right, basing on the technical analysis, so I will be looking into this 2836. All right, so this will be roughly the price that ETH is moving. Okay, that's for the selling part. If this continue to break, I'm talking about continuation. Okay, so but if we are going, let's say right now if we are going to buy, okay, so we should be entering around 2960. Okay, around this level here, if this is going to hold. All right, 2960, and maybe around here, if this is 2975, is going to set up the support. That means to say another push is going to take. All right, another push is going to take about 3045 to 3001. All right, okay, so it's about here, 3090. Okay, and if the push is strong enough, then we should be looking into pushing up to 3150. All right, 3150. Okay, this is for the buyer. Okay, so buyers, you can actually looking into this area here. All right, wait for the setup into 2960 or 2975, which is right now around here. We are already in this area here. So looks like for this is more for the buyers. Okay, buyers will be right now. Yeah, as for the buyers can take note. Okay, for the seller, this is of course we have to break this level, like I say, to have the continuation down to take 2836. However, this is not the best price to sell. I will say the best price to sell will be around 30.45, which is the high, which is the key level yesterday. All right, which is actually one of the resistance here. Okay, as you can see. Okay, from here. All right, so this will be the level. Okay, so it's around here. Okay, so it should be around here, and then you can see. Sorry. Okay, so 30.45 around this level. Right, starting off from here. Once it breaks through this 29, yeah, then I think this will be looking out for this level. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let me do this. If this is going to go this way like now, and it's going to break below, okay, so any price below 2950, look out for selling. Then it should continue to sell down to take 2836. Okay, it should be continue to take 28.36 around here. Right, that's for the seller. But the best selling part will be around 30, 40, 3045, 3040. Okay, so it should be around there. So it should be around there. Then once the pump up to test on the resistance and being rejected down by the resistance, okay, yes, then that will be a good push down for the selling. Okay, so that will, I guess we can see quite clearly for this ETH is I would say it's very easy to understand right now for here. Okay, so for the seller, be patient, but for the buyers, you can take note. Unless for the sellers you are looking for continuation to sell down, all right, then you have to be very careful with this key level of 29.50. This is the 29.50 level. So if this 29.50 level is holding, then the buyers should be coming in. Okay, then we'll be looking out for about 3,1, okay, 3,001, okay, or maybe a bit lower to be conservative at the resistance here, which is the 30.45. All right, then this should be one level. Then these are the two levels that we should be looking out for. Okay, yep, that's for the ETH. All right, that's for the ETH. Okay, so as of now, currently, okay, for all the cryptos, okay, for the cryptos day trader, even myself, I'm not a day trader for crypto. Okay, I'm a long-term investor for the XRP, okay, and the BTC. So I'm going to acquire as many XRP as possible, okay. And other than that, my BTC, okay, my BTC is growing right now. So I'm actually putting aside. I'm not paying a lot of attention to that. Except for the XRP, I'm still trying to acquire as many as possible. Okay, so currently my average price is at my average price is about 70 cents for the XRP. Okay, so started off from about 0.4 something, yeah, 40 plus cents. Okay, is XRP now 280 is a good to buy, to invest? I would say that for the XRP 280 it's not a good price to buy yet. Okay, it's not a good price to buy yet. All right. Myself personally, previously I'm looking at 190. I think months back, our community we have achieved some at 2 and 210, 20 something. Okay, 2 to 210. We have already pumped in quite a substantial amount. All right, to acquire as much as we can. Then 210 is another last bounce that I give out the signal. All right, so right now, if I'm going to base on this level, okay, this move, I won't be looking into 280 to buy. All right, okay, I won't be looking into 280 to buy. It depends very largely whether do you have any XRP? Be happy. Do you have any XRP on hand? That is one of the point that we have to look out for. Because if you have some XRP on hand right now, you have to understand, you have to know what is the average price. Okay, so yeah, what we are trying to do is to acquire as much as possible and to keep the average price as low as possible as well. Not at the same time. So we are trying to bring it down this way. Okay, so I'm trying to bring it down this way. So if you don't have any XRP right now, okay, I would say that tentatively you are buying at quite a high price. Okay, but of course, either you don't buy, you will miss the boat. Okay, if not, right, there will be a good chance to see a pullback, quite a deep pullback. I will say there will be quite a big pullback. Okay, in times to come, very near. Okay, I would say quite near. The pullback is actually coming quite soon. 280 may not be may not be a good price. All right, okay, may not be a good price to buy now. So I would rather wait. Okay, since I don't have it, I'd rather wait for the price to dip further, then I will buy. If not, then I will take it as I missed the boat. You see, rather than what if you buy and it dip in, then you will be having a roller coaster. Okay, but of course, generally, basing on my studies, my research, I see that the XRP is actually quite potential. Okay, but XRP is not talking about short term, like today you buy in and in tomorrow or next week you're going to realize a profit. I'm going to put it in for long term, right? So at least to see 3 digit, $100 price or maybe, right? So currently, if you're going to put in, if you're going to inject in some funds, okay, so I will advise you, all right, what are we going to do is that, for example, how much are you going to put in? That is one key. Okay, let's say if you are going to pump in, say, $10,000, okay, $10,000, then I would suggest a 20% first. You can use 2,000 to buy in at current price as 286, let's say. Okay, you are going to leave the balance of 8,000 for insurance. Okay, for example, if this 2,000 is going to if you're going in at 2.8, okay, if the price is going to dip further below 2.8, let's say 2.6, let's say 2.5, 2.4, or even 2.3, okay, in every stages, then you will make use of your 80%, let's say the $8,000, to go in as 1,000 to average down the price. And if it continue to dip in, you average down 1,000 to you add in 1,000 to average down further, so that you will bring the 280 price down lower, maybe 250 as an average price. Okay, for example, like our guys, some guys here, actually they bought in at quite a high price. Some were bought in at 310. Some bought in at 295, some bought in at 28, right, during the election. Yeah, so when it start to drop, then we start to activate the dollar cost averaging, the DCA strategy, average down the price, and successfully average down from 310 down to 240, correct? 240. So not bad, and some actually even went lower, average down even down to 220, which is a very good way. Okay, so from then we are waiting for the price to shoot. So once actually, as we can see now, the price shoot up to 286, and our average price for some was like actually most of them have, from no matter previously what price you have, and currently all the average price is actually running at about 210. Okay, 210 to 220. So actually it's still very good. Okay, we have make use of that strategy very well. Okay, so be happy. So if you want, like I say, okay, no matter what is the amount, all right, it's about, let's say 10k, go in for 20% to buy at 2.8, then keep the rest for insurance. All right, if the price dip further, okay, of course you don't dip by 1 cent, 284 and you buy in, 283 you buy in. Okay, no, you still need some strategy. Okay, you still need some strategy to work on to achieve an effective way of DCA. Okay, yeah, 210 is not very low. Okay, but it's still better than 310. Am I right? Okay, previously some was like 310, 290. So we managed to bring it down. Yeah, we managed to bring it down. So I think still pretty good. Yeah, still pretty good. Okay, yeah. So if you are going in right now, be it is 10,000 or 1,000, okay, work on the 20%. Okay, buy in the 20% first, then keep the 80% for insurance. All right. If it's going higher, then we can still work. We can still work with that 80%. That means to say, no matter what is the higher price, you are going in for the second round using your 80%. You are trying to keep the average price around 280, or you can only try to keep it around 280 or even to bring it lower. Okay, so when XRP deep it fall, it drop, I know a lot of people will be in a hurry to sell, am I right? But I'm very happy to see, oh, it's dropping again. I'm going to buy some cheap stuff in the market. All right, so that's how I acquire as many XRP as possible. Okay, so yep, so that will be one. Okay, so that will be one way that for you to acquire as many XRP token as possible. Currently, the price to me, okay, I would suggest is it does not matter what price you are buying in, but of course you still need some risk management. You still need to have some strategy in order to see the compounding effect, correct, as well as to see your investment growing at a lower risk. Okay, so that's why you still need to set aside. You don't just show hand whatever you have into this current price. Okay, by looking at, oh man, it's going so high up, and I'm going to chase the high. Okay, chasing the high is always a very bad strategy in all kind of tradings. All right, okay, no matter how high it goes, it will tend to have a pullback. So we should wait for the pullback. For people who like be happy, you have not entered any trade before. All right, so then I will suggest that you have not buy any XRP before. I will suggest you wait for the pullback. Okay, wait for the pullback before it actually before you go into yeah. All right, chase high, then we'll stay at all-time high. Okay, I think that is also good. Okay, hopefully. Yeah, then you will be our wealth compass, huh? Okay. Okay, so yeah, that's for the XRP. All right, so currently at the moment we should see some pulling back as well. Okay, so look out for these key levels. Okay, these are the key levels that I'm talking about. So if this is going to pull back, as like you see, I have already analyzed for you. Do you have a crypto account? Yeah, if you don't have, you should open now. Have you deposit? You don't deposit, let's say 10,000 there. Okay, unless the balance of the 8,000, your platform is going to give you some rewards, like giving you some recurring interest rate if you have funds with them, something like this. If not, then don't put it in all in. You can just fund in the 2,000 to stand by. All right, to stand by if the price really dip down to 267 or even lower. All right, then that will be a time for you to pump in that 2,000 to buy some. Okay, to buy some XRP on hand. Yeah, okay, yes, all right. So I think that will be pretty good. Yeah, okay, just stand by first. Don't jump into the price. You can just fund in, and in exchange of maybe 2,000 USDT or USDC. Okay, it depends on which platform. Okay, for myself, I'm actually using Coinbase. Okay, for myself, I'm actually using Coinbase. So Coinbase does offer some referral bonus where if you got my link or referral something, okay, then you will get some rewards from opening the account. But it depends on where you are, because there's some restriction in some countries as well. Okay, all right. Yes, so right now, as we can see, XRP is dipping down. Okay, so we already know the plans. Okay, so we stick with the plan, and then we go with the plan. All right, I think that will be a good that will be good for a newbie before if your intention to go into the XRP. All right, but the next thing that I'm going to highlight for XRP is that XRP, I see potential in XRP in this ripple that it will going to move in the future. So it's just like you're buying a potential stocks. So it takes time. Okay, it takes time. So when you are buying XRP, you cannot have a mindset that it's a boomer. It's a boomer stocks. No. Okay, it's going to take some it's going to take some time. Okay, so I'll take it as like a wealth builder assets. Okay, so let it builds my wealth over the time. All right, so let's say if the price goes to 100 and you have 1000 XRP, so what will be your value? What will be the assets value? Correct? 100,000. How about 1000? If the price goes to 1000, did I ask you this question before? Okay, yeah, right. So we have things like if this goes up to 10,000, we can have billionaire. If go to 1000, we have millionaire. Then we have thousands air, correct? Am I right? Okay. Then how about those who did not buy? Okay. Yeah, they are air breather. they are breathe. Yeah. Okay. Air supply. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So I am very into XRP because like many centuries ago, okay, people are not very keen or to trade the gold, correct? And today you see what is the gold price, what is the metal price, silver, all this. So something so many years after so many years, okay, basing on my lifespan, been going through so many crises, 911 or 911, SARS, COVID, Lehman Brothers, okay, all these kind of crises, all these kind of events, and we have been buying stocks, we have been buying all the traditional stuff that there's no evolutions. So crypto may be one, and within the crypto, XRP may be a boomer, correct? Okay, that may be a boomer. So after centuries, we finally, for me, I finally see something. I finally see something that I missed before my birth. Okay. Okay, so after my birth, okay, I've been seeing things like this. It's still the same old thing, until I bought my first BTC at 4,000, okay, at the price of 4,000, which I see that may be an evolution. Okay, so yeah, so I'm just waiting. Okay, I'm just waiting to see. I will just for me, as I see that this hi Wan Mei, how are you? Okay, so I for current situation, okay, I see if I want to invest, I want to invest in something that has a good chance of creating an evolutions in this century, in this decade, not century, too long, this decade. Okay, all right. So like maybe if I'm talking about the stocks wise, like Nvidia and also like a Tesla, all right. These are something really, I would say that evolution stocks, okay. So if S&P 500, of course, very traditional, of course I have, okay, and very traditional, waiting. Last I think last 2 months or last month, we are looking at 4,008 to buy in, right? But we missed the boat. Okay, I think we missed the boat. That was in no, that was even longer. Yeah, I think that was in April. Yeah, it's about 4,008. We were like, okay, 4,008. I want to go in. Okay, I want to buy more so that it builds the dividends. Okay, for stocks, in terms of this kind of investment, I don't expect to see profits from this kind of move. Okay, I don't expect to see profit, and I'm not expecting any profits from this move. Okay, of course, if there is, it's a bonus. If there isn't, it's fine. Okay, for S&P 500, okay, what am I building? A lot of people buy stocks, they always think of buying low, selling high to realize the profit. But actually, once you realize your profit, you are resetting your time, your investment time cycle. So the compounding effect is not going to work. You see. So what am I looking at is that, you know, if the price dip down, I will want to buy in even more. Okay, periodically I am buying in. Okay, so as for time like this is climbing, I should buy in, right? Or I shouldn't buy in. I shouldn't, but I will keep the funds aside. Okay, then when it dips in again, then I will use all the funds that being consolidated to pump in. My first and foremost, for S&P 500, this kind of investment, usually I will pump in as to build my dividends payout. I wanted to build my dividends payout, okay, to a certain amount, which is very comfortable. Let's say I'm aiming about 250,000 a year, USD, 250,000 of dividends payout. Okay, so I need to have a lot of shares. Am I right? So I need to accumulate the shares. Yeah, so when this kind of dip in 4,008, I was like, okay, periodically I'm putting in my usual amount, but once this dip in, I want to push in even more, but I missed the boat. It just boomed up to 5,005 at that point of time when I look at it. So you see, every instrument is very different. Okay, every instrument is different. So in this case, it's like, you know, we are actually looking into for for S&P 500. Okay, for S&P 500, I am pumping in periodically to buy as many shares as possible so that I am building my dividends payout. Okay, all right. For XRP, right now, this is something like a boomer. Okay, it's something like a boomer evolutions, like I say. So this is something like a boomer. Then this, in this case, is also similar to our S&P. So you have to acquire as many as possible. But this is a profit taking. It's like making you a millionaire, billionaire, okay, over the night. Of course, not tomorrow. Well, that's what I meant, huh? Okay, but it has a very good potential. It should shoot at a very high price, just like many years ago. Like BTC, it's only about, you know, $3,000, and everybody's talking about it's scam. It's not going to work. It's not going to replace money. You know, fiat currency. Even myself, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, number of XRP decide the wealth. Yes, you're right. Okay, you're right. So for the XRP is really for profit taking, but for S&P 500 is for my wealth building for future, is an income. So I'm trying to build 250,000, okay, a year for my retirement funds. Okay, so S&P 500 going to pay me 250,000 a year annually, okay, as my pocket money. All right, so that's for my retirement. Okay, anyway, a retiree old man don't need that much. Okay, so I'm not aiming higher. Okay, so currently I'm basing on inflation rate, so I need 250,000. Okay, right. So and for XRP wise is to acquire as many as possible. Once you shoot it up, yeah, probably one fine day you can sell one token, you can sell one XRP for maybe $1,000 or $2,000 or maybe $10,000. Yeah, all right. So or maybe you can just sell it off everything. You may be you may have a 10 million, 20 million. All right. Then it's a good time to rest. That's all. Go and enjoy your life. Okay. So it's a very different concept. Okay, it's a very different concept. So, but it's almost the same. The main key that is we are going to acquire as many shares, okay, as many tokens. One for S&P 500 is to build out the dividends. For XRP is to build out the wealth, okay, immediate wealth you can see. All right, okay, so yeah, that is the difference here, huh? Okay, so we have much more sharing apart from my analysis today. Okay, so I hope it helps and you guys enjoy this live streaming from all this while have been from YouTube, my Facebook, and now I'm extending a very new thing into my TikTok. Okay, all right. So since if you're on my YouTube, do remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're on my TikTok, do follow my TikTok as well. Okay, yeah. Can it be one XRP 200,000? 200,000. If let's see if BTC can hit 200,000 first. Okay, all right, yeah. If it hits 2,000, it's already a bonus. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay. So yep. And okay. So for now, yeah. Take the hope now. Yes. Take the hope. Okay. Yes, you can. Yes. All right. Then over at this point right now. Okay. I think it should be about time also. Yeah. Then I shall see you guys tomorrow once again. All right. So around London opening. Okay, I will be here with you. Okay. So do remember to turn on your notification for all the platforms that I'm in. Right. So that you won't miss anything, and then we can participate a live discussion, questions in here. All right. Okay. So for those who okay, yeah, right. Thank you so much, guys. So this is Eric Day from ACS Learning Hub. I shall see you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much and see you again. All right, smash that like button as well. Do remember, smash it. All right.